Hello everyponies, Squid Baconator here reviewing cartoons, country music, and whatever else. And today will be the review of the newest MLP episode, Castle Sweet Castle. Oh boy, this is the episode that got a lot of build up, the episode that we finally see some more stuff on the new castle and the old home that Twilight had, and sentimental stuff and blah 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 stuff, complaining on Twilight's Kingdom about the new castle, if they were gonna talk about this at all, if we were gonna have an episode on it. Well, we did, so now people can stop complaining about the new castle now. Good, unless you hate this episode, which, I don't really care, because this episode to me is decent, to put it the best way possible. I mean, there are some good parts to it, but some meh parts that I didn't really care for. Okay, so now this episode basically starts off with Twilight, a boy at Fluttershy's, and it's pretty obvious that she's avoiding going back to the castle because she's doing a lot of stuff for Fluttershy. And after that, we get to see all the ponies together in one place at the castle, and they all are saying that Twilight has been doing a lot of stuff for them, and they all come to the conclusion that Twilight has been avoiding the new castle. And then luckily, they don't just do this behind Twilight's back. Like other episodes, they actually ask her if something is wrong, and good, they're actually talking their problems out, better than other episodes. And she reveals that it just doesn't feel like home. So they managed to get her to leave, and Spike to distract her from the castle while they all renovate it and decorate it so it feels more like home to Twilight. Now this quickly reminded me of a Myron SpongeBob episode where SpongeBob's house needed renovating and his friends helped, but that episode is bad, the Myron episode. Mainly because the characters in that episode act like morons and whatnot. But we're not going to talk about how bad Myron SpongeBob is, we're talking about good MLP. So, basically, yeah, there's one thing that really made it similar to me, and it's the characters bring stuff that would make them feel like they're at home instead of Twilight, which also happened in the SpongeBob episode, except then the friends weren't aware of this and they ended up leaving with SpongeBob not happy with his house. Here, however, before anything like that happens, they end up realizing that the castle is cluttered with their stuff and not stuff that Twilight would like, thanks to a good joke from Spike coming back. And then they make sure he gets to distract her by sunset and whatnot. And so that's pretty much the episode. It's back and forth between the ponies, trying to figure out what Twilight wants, renovating the castle, fighting and whatnot, and Spike distracting Twilight from going back to the castle. Now, next thing I have to talk about here is the humor throughout the episode. It's a mixed bag, to put it best. It's decent enough, like the episode. There are some pretty good jokes here and there, like the both biceps cameo quickly was really funny, the best book joke of the episode. Then there were others that just didn't leave a lasting impression. They weren't that funny. It's also hard to tell a few jokes apart from each other, so that's another reason that this episode falls closer to meh. But don't get me wrong, there's still some good moments, other than humor. Like, we get quite a few sentimental moments that we did need through the episode. Like Twilight telling Spike going up to the old tree and reminiscing a little bit on that, and Twilight wanting to get something for Spike to make it feel more like home to him too. That's pretty nice. And this episode just isn't really too memorable. I'm having a little hard of a time to pick stuff apart from each other because not much really stands out. I mean, there are some moments that do stand out, but not many. So I'm just gonna go straight towards near the end where the ponies all figure out what Twilight would really like, so they ended up taking part of the tree, and I almost forgot the songs. Almost forgot about that. The music in this episode. Yeah, we do get two songs in this episode, and they're pretty good. Yeah, they are some. I do like them better than the song from the season premiere. I'll say that. It's decent, and they actually have a purpose, so they're not there for just having a song, so good. And the ending, basically, they get part of the tree, hang it in that one room that they were trying to redecorate, and they hang out gems from it, which all had a picture of the past, a past event in that castle. And I gotta say, there is some pretty good continuity in this episode, continuity callbacks in this episode, and that's one of the good things in this episode. Yeah. So then we get a nice Twilight really likes it, and it ends on a nice note. It would have ended on a nice note if we didn't have a couple jokes after that. Okay, the ending after the tree chandelier thing and the nice sentimental moments, I don't know how to feel about the ending in the last 30 seconds, basically, where every pony else reveals that they end up putting all of their stuff in one room. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't think it's that funny. I just don't really. Doesn't leave a good feeling to me. We go from this sentimental, nice ending to that, which I don't like. And that's the only part of the episode I can firmly say I just don't like. Because other than that, it's a decent episode. Although I could understand if people don't like it. I mean, we got what we needed, and some decent humor, and some just meh parts that don't leave an impression on me. And this episode, I won't come back to it often, but it's kind of enjoyable to watch, I guess. So, but what do you think about the episode? Do you like it, or do you dislike it? Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that other stuff. I'm Squid Baconator, and see ya later.